Hi everybody, welcome. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. I was going to say Figure Friday, but it's not Friday and we're not doing figures today, but we are doing some animals, we're doing some wildlife, and it's going to be really fun because we're cartooning today. So I'm excited and hope that you are too. So if you haven't yet, you can grab a sketchbook and a pen, or you can just watch. And if you've never done cartooning with animals before, this should be pretty fun. I'm excited to draw with you and to sketch with you today. And let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to move my camera. Oh, I didn't even realize I'm all the way off to the corner. I had my screen a little bit over to the side. So sorry, I'm kind of in the corner here, but let's go ahead and switch our view so you can see what we're doing in Photoshop. And switch my window here. If it lets me. My computer's been super slow, so hopefully it will cooperate and act right for me. So let's go ahead and move on out into our. Are you gonna let me share? Yay! All right, so moving now into my Photoshop window. I'm gonna bring this up bigger, and I got some horses for us today, so this should be really fun. I don't think we've done horses for cartooning yet, so I'm going to show you guys how I cartoon animals and how you can apply some of these things as well. Let's see, I'm going to enlarge some of these pictures and so I can actually see what we're drawing today. And I just got these pictures from Google. And you can get your own pictures from Google, or you can look at some of these, and they're going to be fun. So let me bring these sides up so we can properly see them. And here is our first image, and put this a little bit bigger. All right, so now that we've got these ready to go, I'm gonna turn the fan off. My nose is itchy. All right, so first of all, we're gonna do some warm-up sketches. I always recommend, if you can, to do a couple of warm-up sketches before you're cartooning, especially if you're doing an animal that you're not used to doing. It will just help you to feel more comfortable. It'll help you get in the right zone in mentally, or in your mind, not mentally, but I guess it will help you to get a feel for what you're drawing. It will help you to loosen up, and your drawings, as you go through the day and you make more drawings, they're going to get better. Your first sketch or two of the day is not necessarily probably going to be your best day. I did a little bit of figure drawing this morning just to warm me up a little bit more too. So hopefully that will translate, but I don't know. So we're just going to do some quick sketches to begin with. I'm going to go ahead and hit start. I'm just going to try and sketch this guy out as best of my ability and just get an idea for what I'm working with. And we'll go into some caricaturizing methods that I use in just a moment after we get a little bit of a warm up done. So warm up first, and then we'll do. So I'm setting the timer for 2 minutes, and I'm going to. How long should we do warm ups? I think maybe 10 minutes of warming up would be good. So hopefully that's not too boring with you, but maybe a little less. Maybe we'll just do, I don't want to overdrag it to be too long with the warm-ups. So maybe not quite 10 minutes. Maybe that's too long to actually get into what this video is about. But let's see. Like I said, warm-up sketches are not maybe the best sketches. They're just trying to understand. I used to, like, I remember a few years ago when I would need to draw wildlife. This was after I graduated from my undergraduate degree in animation, but it'd been a while since I was regularly sketching animals, and it would take me a really long time to really get a feel for an animal. So if I had to do a project that involved drawing a certain animal, I would draw that animal over and over again, several times. Even when I was doing a caricaturized version, I one time spent like an almost entire day trying to figure out how to draw a baby elephant. I thought it was going to be fairly easy initially, but it was really hard and I had to sketch it a lot. So if you feel that way, and horses are not easy, then that's totally normal and I wouldn't worry about it at all. Okay, I'm going to do a couple of more warm-up sketches. Start and do another 2-minute sketch of this horse. All right, so I'm going to try and get a sense of the proportions. A lot of times, so don't feel bad initially if this happens to you because I know it's happened to me. A lot of times when people are not used to horse proportions, they'll draw a horse that looks more like a dog. And I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you if this has happened to you because it's definitely happened to me. Um, the proportions of a horse and a dog are very different, and it's easy to kind of get them confused because most people that draw and draw animals are much more used to, not everybody, but most people are much more used to the four-legged animals that we see every day, hence dog or cat. And since a horse is a little bit more rough and tumble like a dog, people kind of tend to lean towards the dog when they're drawing a horse for, maybe the first couple of times. One of the things that's easy to distinguish is with a horse, you're going to get that deep bend in the back that dogs don't have. And the biggest distinguisher, I would say, is that horses' legs are much longer than dog legs. They're come and if you want to look at it from the ratio, so a horse's ratio, um, let me see, the body, it's the body, and that's the legs. So the legs are longer than the actual torso. A dog leg, if this was a dog, it might be like there. And you want to avoid making the legs too short. So, still warming up a little bit. I'm going to start with a couple of, let's see, let me do 2 more warm-up sketches and then we'll start to move into cartooning. Biggest step though is trying to understand anatomy. That way you can distort it and exploit it and all that good stuff. Because that's kind of what you're doing. You're exploiting what's already there. You're making a fun of it. You're kind of pushing it to an extreme and doing something different with it. And I know these are quick little sketches, but it's still giving me an idea of where to pull from. If I wanted to sit, and you may want to do this, and some people do this. A lot of professional artists will sit and study the actual animal, including the skeletal system and the muscular system, for hours or months before they even, depending on how serious the project is, sometimes an animator will study an animal for months before going into caricaturizing. So I want to enforce how important it is to understand the real life anatomy of the horse or any animal that you're sketching before you go into caricaturizing it. And hopefully that makes some sort of sense. It's not really the greatest drawings of all time, but it's helping me to get an understanding of what's happening. The joints move very differently too than it would if it was a dog. You wouldn't get these sort of I'm just going to redraw over where I want to make corrections. All right, so these are just very loose rough sketches. 2-minute sketches that I'm doing. Let's do another one. I'm gonna hit start. And we'll start cartooning these guys. This will be our last reference sketch, or our last sort of a study sketch before we start going into doing caricatures. So, ideally though, if you're doing, especially if you're doing a really important project that requires you to cartoon animals, I would suggest drawing that animal figuratively, sorry. At least, I don't know, spend a good couple of hours. You might want to do one really rendered sketch and many study sketches. I think the study sketches are even more important than a really rendered one, but I think it's important to understand with rendering, like where the shading is. You're going to understand the musculature better. You're going to understand the anatomy better, and you're going to get a much better feel of. And also, compared to a dog, a horse's neck is incredibly longer than any dog would be. You're getting into a different type of animal altogether, and so therefore the structure is going to be different. The muzzle is different. The muzzle is longer. So if your horse is starting to look like a dog, pay attention to the muzzle, pay attention to the neck, and really exploit those legs. Even right now, my legs are too short. It's starting to not look like a horse. I'm gonna just chop the legs off. I know that sounds extreme, but I can eyeball and see that the legs are too short, and I want to get rid of that. All right, so that's our timer. Okay, just 1 second to reinsert these hooves that I cut off. Poor horse. Oh yes, you guys, this Monday is going to be my birthday. I am turning older. But yeah, it's going to be my birthday this coming Monday, so I'm excited about that. A nice present at least. One nice present, or many, would be nice. The tail also is a different position. So here is our last of the reference sketches for now. We can go ahead and check that off the list. At least we did a couple of reference sketches, so we'll have a better understanding of our horses when we get into caricatures. And I want to show you, I'm going to switch to my other view for just a moment. And I'm going to show you this list. I don't remember where I got it from. I think I got it, I don't know, I might have got it off of Pinterest, but I think I might have initially got it off of, Google, searching for character traits. So maybe if you just Google character traits, you can probably find this. But it has this list here, and it gives you all these different possibilities for a character, and it's really kind of neat. Hopefully it's not showing backwards, but anyway, like you can see where it says nice, and it shows like all the different descriptions or adjectives that could be used for that. Does a lot. So this can help you just to trigger thinking about how you would want to describe your character. And it has also has negative traits, because every character, it's not just positive traits. There's always a combination of positive and negative traits. So even if you have a villain that might have more negative descriptions, still has a couple of confident ones. Like let's say, since it's about to be Game of Thrones season, like let's say Cersei Lannister, and I don't know if you're a Game of Thrones fan, but I am. And she's a villain, but she's not 100% negative. She has positive traits, like she's beautiful, and somebody might say she's a good mother. I mean, she's definitely a caring mother. She definitely, even though she lost her children, unfortunately, she was really loving of her children and really patient with her children. And maybe she didn't know like the best ways, but at least she had that caring sensation with her children. So that's it just makes you human. Even if you are a character, there's always positive and negative traits. Like even with your pets, animals have positive and negative traits too. But generally, with characters, we want to give them more of a sense of being human, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start with some of this. All right, so I'm going to pick for my character. That was my first character. Let's see. I'm going to pick one positive trait and one negative trait. So I'm going to pick brave, but brave, but brave but conceited. And let me see if I can pull that off in a character. So maybe I will just use like let's see if I like this brush or not. So I'm gonna give myself. I'm gonna do that time right now. Let me just see. He is brave but conceited. So when I think brave, I think of automatically like sort of smug looks. I want to give him like these kind of eyes that just say like, yeah, like, and he's also conceited, so maybe he's just like, I'm doing just fine. And it's gonna be a reason why he's conceited. Maybe he has a nice chiseled jaw, and maybe he's sort of attractive in that way. And he just maybe he's like, hey, I am attractive for a reason. I don't know. So I'm thinking about that, and I'm just looking at my reference picture and trying to do him somewhat of a justice. It's like, maybe he has like this cleft chin. He's like a sort of, his eye is a little bit crooked eye. Maybe he has like a little bit of a cleft chin. Maybe he's like, he's conceited, so maybe he has like this sort of swag to him. Or like a bouffanted hair. Maybe like exaggerate his horse hair. I'm gonna take this extra bit of black off of his teeth. And how am I going to show he's brave? Maybe I would put his chest out a little bit. He's got like this arms out, and he's got his chest out. But I'm just starting to think of like, hey, how can I do this guy? Make him look like those two traits that I picked. And give myself a little bit of time. And maybe he's looking like BoJack Horseman's cousin or something. I don't know. He's like, hey guys. And maybe that is flexing his hooves up a little bit. I'm not going to give him human hands. I'm going to give horsey hands. It's like paying attention with that. And of course, he's not wearing a shirt because he's conceited, so. Maybe he's, conceited horse guy. And of course, this conceited horse is not going to wear a muzzle. He's not going to shame himself with a muzzle. Like, why would he do that? But it's still like, hey, I'm pretty handsome. All right, there goes my first character. All right, I'm going to pick these ones. And actually, I think I want to do the baby. Maybe the baby is shy. I feel like I want to say shy. Maybe shy, but shy and Shy but charming? Okay, shy but charming baby horse. Alright, so I'm gonna give this guy a try. I feel like shy, I automatically think like big eyes. I'm gonna come a little bit further apart as another horse. Because he's like a little bit. He's got like eyelashes and eyes. And I'm looking back at my reference to make sure that I'm kind of staying on track a little bit with what a pony looks like. I'm gonna make his muzzle look too big. Just trying to make it. He's still charming, so I didn't think about that. I think just this like he's kind of shy. Maybe he's got like some eyelashes too. When I think shy, I think of like more floppy ears. I'm gonna play with the ears and give him some more floppy ears. I don't know if horses have floppy ears, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be completely accurate just to make a characterization. You can just play around. Maybe we have a little bit of a smile happening. Maybe his eyebrows are kind of up. Horses don't really have eyebrows, but you can always add them. And just a little bit of a bang. And he's kind of skinny, so maybe just give him a little bit of a skinny look. He's shy, but he's charming, and he's trying to charm you. He's a little bit nervous about the water around him, I'm gonna say. He's trying his best. Here. I'm doing this guy right here. And he's like, yeah, maybe I can catch up with mom, maybe. Big old knees. I don't have enough space to put his knees in, but I want to give him a really long legs. And really quickly, I'm gonna resize him and give him those some. I just think part of his charm is going to be his legs. And I'm thinking, I guess, now that I think of it, sort of like Bambi. Remember baby Bambi, how he had those long, awkward legs? I mean, horses that sort of have the same thing, kind of like, especially like the baby horses. And you'll see it with a lot of the hoofed animals, even baby giraffes, they'll have like a long, awkward legs. So he's like, yeah. So, this is just like really rough caricature. It's still kind of like, you're like, yeah, we can make this happen. We can make this guy look like he has personality to him. Like, he's doing something. And his little short, little tiny tail also makes him kind of charming too. I would do it and kind of eyeball where I would have the rest of his leg go. So that's my little rough sketch of my charming and shy baby pony. Okay, so let's do another. This, oh wow, he looks really. I'm gonna make him fearless. And I'm gonna make him Fearless, but moody. Moody's a good one. Fearless and moody horse. So, first thing I think of is he is very determined. Like, I'm gonna take this hit on. And he's looking straight ahead. He's not looking anywhere else. He's also moody, so he's gonna be a little bit pouty like me. I don't know why I'm giving him that voice, but hey, he's just like, I don't really care. I don't feel like going out and taking control, but I'm gonna hurry up and do it because I got others. And he's like, and what kind of hair do I give him? I feel like Moody, he should have like a receding hairline. He's kind of not as young as he used to be. Maybe he's a little bit aging. Oh, silly guys. Yeah, so something I came up with. If he's moody, he might be either a teenager or a grumpy old man or something. Like more of a grumpy old man. Even though he's quite fit and shape, grumpy old man. All right, guys. Don't want to be here, but but I'm here anyway because you guys are incompetent and that sort of. He's been through many battles before. I don't know where he's battling to or anything, but so receding that way. You guys didn't get on my nerves. You could also go into it and determine your character's age before you even start. So that's also another option for you if you wanted to do that. I'm going straight ahead. Oh, you guys can't do anything without me. He's a crabby old horse. Oh, you guys. Not good at anything. He's sweating. He can't really keep up like he used to, so he's kind of sweating. Maybe he's doing red in the face because he's also. No, that's not red. Maybe it's actual red. I'm gonna sit you guys. See if I can take this down a little bit. So, oh, looks like we're done with him. Oh well. Let's go to our next guy. Let's see who else we can caricaturize. We have another. Oh, look at the little fat piglet horse. That is so funny. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. So maybe I'm gonna do a little pig. It just looks so cute. So maybe that little cute, charming, cute little piglet horse is actually cruel. Cruel and cruel and immature. So maybe it's a villain. So I'm gonna do it that way. I'm gonna approach it as it's a cruel and immature villainous horse. So let's go. And I'm gonna make him like, hmm. I don't really want you to look at me like I'm a little. No. grimacing very much. So, yeah. Don't think because I'm small that I'm not competent. Don't think that just because I'm little, that you can't get the job done. And that's what I'm thinking right now. And I'm gonna give him really tiny little pony legs. Whatever. I'm a baby horse. I'm a miniature horse, and I'm not worth anything. And so he's gonna have this little mohawk too. He's not in a good mood and doesn't like to be seen as small. Yeah, I'm gonna resize him a little bit. Yeah. Maybe. Think that'll work. All right, so he's tiny, and I am going to give him the muscle because he's not as in control as he wants to be, as opposed to our other horse that would not even consider having a muscle on because he was strong and confident. This one is strong, but he's not very confident. There's a lot of good ones like that. Actually, they're kind of more interesting. So, ponytail. There he is. Yeah, frazzle look. I like that one. That one's fun. All right, here we go. This is I'm gonna make this one a woman. This one is gonna be very polite, but mm, let's see, polite and uninterested, politely uninterested. It kind of goes for a little fun twist. All right, so let's go on ahead and get started. She is polite, but she's not really interested in what you have to say. You're so real smooth. Make her look right at you. Yeah, but I'm not really interested. Give her longer muscles because I feel like that's what a polite horse would look like. So she's, oh man, I didn't do separate. Paste. Over a little bit. And long. I don't want her to look sad. I want her to look. Not interested in what you have to say. She's, yes, but I don't. And she's going to have her little lips. Yes, but not really interested. And yeah, she has her little horsey bangs. Does she have much of a chin? Not really at all. She just has a little chin. She is a little bit aging, and she's not smiling very much. Oh, I look tired. I'm going to take her away. What do they call them? Crow's feet. She's been around. Maybe I'll give her little tiny ears. I feel like that's more polite, just to have little tiny ears. She doesn't need to listen that much. And she's a woman. She's a lady. Yeah. Maybe she's just wearing her little handkerchief or something around her neck. And she is, and she has just a little bit of lip gloss or something. But she's really not very interested in you, darling. Shine on that, and I just do that by adding the eraser. Okay, so there goes our. How many have we done so far? We've got one more to go, so I'll do a little bit of a review right before our very last one of the day. And so this one, I'm going to put, he's like hyper. He looks like hyper. So adventurous, and like clumsy. he's up for an adventure, but he might not land on his feet. So he's going to have like, this should be fun. All right, so let's go, guys. Let's give this a try. So he's happy. He's like, yeah, do this again. Enjoy this time. Fun. That's so much. Little tiny eye beads. I'm not redo his eye. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, but I'm not that great at running yet. And he's off for an adventure. He's really excited. He's ready for that adventure. He's like, yeah, buddy, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be out for a day. I am ready to take control of my life, or whatever adventures people say. He's got really big teeth, huh? Yeah, well, he's clumsy though. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take control, but I might just fall on my face. Yeah. Stretch out his bottom lip to just give it a little bit more drama. Maybe too much drama. That's a lot of lip. Stretch it out just a little bit. All right, and then he's got his horsey jaw, and then his horsey chin, and his ears which are flapping back with the wind. And with caricatures, it's all about face. But I do want you to consider your proportions. Like if I go back and do the body, like how I did with the little guy, and I did the whole body, you don't want to have a huge head and a little body. It kind of shows that you're not really, maybe you do caricatures, but you're definitely not a cartoonist if you just do like a big huge head and a little tiny body. That doesn't make sense. I think any good cartoon is like really has a balance, and that's really what you want. You want balance. You don't want it to be awkward. You don't see cartoons. If you look at animation, you don't see cartoons with like a crazy big head and a little body on all the characters. You see lots of variety, and it's only a little body if it makes sense for that character. It's not going to just be this awkward body shape that doesn't make sense. And I don't know why this tongue looks. I deleted it. I'm gonna actually make his tongue do something else. And make his tongue stick out this other way. It's hard time, but I'm gonna go a little bit extra. Okay. tend to do most of the time. So I'd want to advise you to like make sure that the body makes sense for the character. You're not just doing caricatures here. You're doing you're cartooning, and the difference is you're not just thinking about the face only. You're thinking about the entire character. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. Delete things that I don't like, and give them a bit of another shot. And move a little bit, and make a little bit more sense. And maybe this bottom of the teeth needs to make some more sense too. I know it does look kind of awkward. It's all right. It doesn't need to be perfect. I just want to make sure that I am. Oops, what did I brush? My teeth. And I'm going to just mess with them just a little bit more. So, all right. I'm going to move them over just a little bit here. And I'm going to redraw this chin. I like the chin. I'll redraw his lip too. And this is part of the process. I mean, don't ever feel bad if you need to redraw something. If you need to redraw it, then just redraw it. Nobody's gonna whack you in the head or something. It's an extreme example, but nobody's gonna like beat you up and say, "Hey, you're not allowed to redo it." You're allowed to redo a character design as many times as you need to. Totally okay, especially if you're doing it for the better, for the improvement of your character, then don't feel like you can't. Make him look like he's really going for it. He's on the move. He's living his best life. Clumsy, but he's adventurous. So here goes this guy. And give him like some curls too. He's kind of got like some wiry, curly hair mixed in with his straight hair. All right, so that's my caricature for this guy, my adventurous, and you do want to think about what the personality traits of your character, even if you don't write it down, even if you just kind of just for a moment, just like, what kind of character is this? What kind of mood is this character in? You know, even if you're just doing a practice, think about it. Think about it just for a moment, like, what kind of character is this? What kind of personality or what kind of mood is this character? How can I make this funny? I mean, you want to do stuff that's silly, that pushes you, that makes you think about what you're doing and think about how you can make someone smile with your drawings. I mean, that's pretty much always the goal whenever you're just doing silly caricatures. You want to make someone smile with your drawing. You want them to say, "Hey, I like that. Hey, that's funny," or "Hey, I know someone like that." You know, you want them to relate to your character, to think it's funny, and all of that good stuff. So hopefully, this little exercise, even though it's not really extensive or anything like that, hopefully this exercise helped you a little bit, got you a little bit understanding about making animal characters, even if it's just quick sketches like these are. It's going to help you if you practice doing this on a regular basis. It's really going to help you out in your overall journey as a cartoonist and as an artist. So hopefully that helps. And let's go and review all of our characters that we did really quick. So this one was the adventurous and clumsy one. This one was the polite and uninterested pony. This one was the cruel and immature little pony, dwarf pony. This one was the fearless yet moody horse. you can see, I think that, we progressed since we first started playing around. This one was the shy, charming little pony. They're all ponies, huh? This one was the brave yet conceited horse. And then the rest of them were study sketches that we did, just getting used to drawing horses before we went into characters. And I think it helps a lot. Hopefully that helped you, that little bit of advice there, and help you to move forward with the character designs. So that's it for tonight, for today, you guys. Hope you guys had fun. I certainly did, and I hope that you come back and join me next week. I'm going to be doing this for the next couple of weeks, and as always, be grateful, be balanced, and be yourself. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.